Welcome again to Project with Brian. Thought I'd show you today something that's going to play your music, or not. It's actually a humble, or is it so humble, battery charger. It's we bought it in its case. I could have bought a single one, but this is a double one. The single one was 30 quid, this was 50 quid. I paid an extra £20 for the case, for it sitting in its moulding, and that seemed to me like a good value. Now, let me just pull it out and show you a little bit. Here it is. I'm going to plug it in. Okay, so there it is, plugged in. And the advantage sometimes of a double, you know, is and certainly in my case, I'm building up towards using it for garden tools and so on. And one of the things about garden tools is they very often need two batteries. So this gives you the advantage of putting in two batteries. I'm going to put one battery in, and it'll begin charging. You can hear the little beep. And the one thing about this battery charger you'll notice is it's got a little bit of noise on its own. It's got an internal fan, and I guess, you know, when you've got two batteries in, it's pulling a fair bit of power, and it is going to need cooling, and that's what the fan's all about. Another reason might be that it needs to cool the batteries down because of the speed of charge. At the end of charge, the good thing about the Makita one is that it will give you a little sing-song at the end to say, I'm charged. And if you pull the battery out once or twice, you'll get a different sing-song each time. That's pretty useful, you know, because when you're on site, there could be lots of other contractors there with their own chargers, and you know, you can identify your own. But let's examine that idea of what these devices can do if the manufacturer puts their mind to it. I mean, for example, instead of having a little sing-song at the end, what about making it Bluetooth connectable to your phone, so that you're away from where the charging point is, and you can listen or be called when your battery is charged. That's one idea. What about strobe, for example? Strobe, which means it catches your eye when it's charged. You know, not only can Makita do that, but hey, why don't you other guys think about it? You know, Makita and Bosch, DeWalt's, I don't know, Milwaukee, Hikoki, any of those. You know, let's make some pizzazz come out of these tools. It costs you nothing to put them in. Put them in. You know, it's quite good. So this is the Makita DC18RD. It's been pretty good for me. I think it's good value. And the other feature that this potential charger has is a USB charging port. Now, I have to say I'm less than impressed with the charging port. And one of the things we've done is a little extra video on links above, where you can look and see how potentially not good the USB charging feature is. That could be improved, Makita. Come on. This is the chart with all of the indicator lights. It will show you where it is in the charging process, whether you've actually got a fault or not. This one's on charge, so you can see the red light charging this one, and in the other port you can see the green light flashing to show that it's expecting a battery, but there's not one in there at the moment. And below is the USB port, and pretty well that's all that can be said about the this charger, except the fact that it will also do 14.4 volts. And I was just thinking, sometimes since I've seen a lithium ion 14.4 battery, it's either 10.8 or 18 volts these days, apart from when you start going to 40 volts and all the rest of it. But pretty well, that's the charger. Thank you again for watching Budget with Brian, and don't forget, subscribe. We're on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter, and of course you can see this on a link to Amazon, and that's below.